By FG Peoples, according to the Old Time Empire. Now we're doing some statistics here on the brake pads on the XR6. So when we get to a certain amount of kilometres in that car, the brake pads will start to wear down. When they start to wear down, if they get down to bare metal, it will scrape onto the discs, and that's called a disc rotor. Now what the rotors will do, and I'll show you in the next video, is when they'll warp and they'll wear out after about a certain amount of kilometres. So, with these rotors, they will, once they start to vibrate, and that's it, they're finished, they'll have to be replaced. So usually it's a small fortune. Depending where you get them from, personally I went to Ford and I got bought two, and all up it's cost me $160. So the brake pads I've got here that I've had sitting around for a while, which is a good idea, you can get them on the cheap and then you can get them later and ready to install, but you want the best quality ones at a good price. So what I've got here is Calibre brake pads. Now the FG brake pads, see these ones here, right? These ones here, as you can see, they are these are the front disc brake pads. These are absolutely chunky there, okay? But they've got a red thing on them as well. I don't know why they do that. But here, you're seeing here, look at the carbon fibre there, right? If I can just get that camera there. Look at the carbon fibres on that. That's called a carbon fibre. What that does is it protects your disc brakes when you're braking, but you don't want to brake too hard, because if they get hot, it makes the car harder to stop. Now, the reason that these are absolutely longer than the back ones is because the front ones get more work than the rears. The rears don't get as much work as the front ones. If you're driving around, say, Melbourne or Sydney or Canberra, they do a lot of stop-start. So you want the best pads that you can get. But with my XR6, I've already replaced the rotors once, and I did it 15,000 Ks after I bought it. So we put new rotors on it and new brake pads, because we don't know how long they were there for, or who knows. But here, these rotors are Calibre disc brake pads, right? These ones here. I've taken the pads out of the box. So I wanted to show you how much thickness they get. They usually would get about 40, 50,000 Ks, and about 30, 40,000, you have to change them. But these ones are really good ones. Now, let's look at the rear brake pads here. Now, these here, they go on the rear, but you notice the smaller, but there's absolutely smaller than the front ones. The big reason is that they're smaller is because the rotors are smaller on the back. Now, in the utes and the 4x4s, they use a drum brake instead of the normal cars would. Now, as you can see here, these ones here, these thick ones, these ones at the front, you see how much chunkier they are? They will be getting repaired and put on shortly because the new rotors are already at the mechanic's place waiting to go on. When I get the rotors, I'll show you how bad they were. So, with these, they'll go onto the car in the next, possibly a week or two, because it's going to be sent to Melbourne within 2 weeks. Anyway, so that's what happens is, and they'll go for another 50,000 Ks, I hope, and then we change them again. But I'll probably buy some more and store them for a while. Rear ones, they'll probably end up getting stored for quite some time. They won't get used as much, but we'll be monitoring it. That's about it. So that's the question that you want to ask yourselves. I'll be going for really good ones that you want to get some mileage out of them. But if you're going to do the Melbourne ones, I'll be getting good ones. You want to try and get as much mileage as you can of them. But when I get the existing brakes, you'll see the pads have all worn out and the rotors are totally stuffed. So that's another statistic there in the Old Time Empire, that brake pads have to be replaced every certain amount of Ks there. There's also going to be some diff bushes to be replaced in that car very soon. So, yeah. Anyway, there'll be more soon.